it's gonna be tonight. When they review the stuff, you never know what to expect.
Like after the short game for people, you know, those little.
Mine's in there plugged in, so I need to make sure we're full. What's in there? Two people sitting there.
Do you want some sugar with Samantha?
No one gave me away in my way.
It said earlier, it said beer. And it said wagging. Get any hits on playback?
Not on that one there. We had some earlier on that we had, and there's 3 different like things that it said. It said because we were over here in the bathroom earlier on. Gotta get back to it.
If you get to the powder room that's behind the women's bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where
Yes,
we're
okay.
on it.
It's
Yeah,
very active back there.
that's pretty cool. Get back to where we were at. And that was just kind of cool to hear. We're talking about the flashlight because I was gonna turn on all stuff, and then I was like, well, maybe it's, you know, it could be too bright, whatever. And then she made a joke, and then all of a sudden you hear bright or light, something like that.
That's all for now.
Yeah, I think that's the thing we were
I
right, it's before.
Because I don't think I said anything. I don't think I said anything like that because it doesn't sound like
The other thing is in the context.
it. Yeah.
That's all for now. Who would be saying that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't know what we were talking about before the flashing. I don't remember. Right there.
It was right there. Was like the bright because that wasn't me. And then it was a little further.
Gosh, if you talk to me, I'd love to be there. I'd love to hear.
I'll catch you later.
That's what I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you, oh, look, that's really cool. I look like I can.
It's only when I'm wearing it.
And I got one more millimeter if anybody wants to use it.
But if I have it on me, it'll come out.
Okay.
So what is this one? What does this do?
That's the millimeter, it's the same thing that I just.
The K2, is it the same thing as the K2? What does this do?
That's a millimeter.
What does this do?
That's a millimeter.
What does this do?
That's a millimeter.
Want me to go ahead, I'll take you
Like
down.
5 degrees from where I was standing over there. Now we're up to 65.2. I was at 60 when I was standing where you are right now. And when we were asking those questions about Hitler.
This is the room you got really hot when you were standing over there.
Yeah, on my face.
And
I
there's
thought somebody set me on
hot spots
fire.
also happen. There's cold spots.
Yeah.
where all the
Oh,
heat's
We
being-
were hot.
Guys?
Yes, it can go in reverse, and you can have hot spots.
What's
Yeah.
wrong?
I've got something like crawling up my leg.
Really?
That's,
On this side.
yes, there's no bug or insect on your leg. That is the first sensation when he's grabbed, sometimes he's grabbed like two strong hands. Now, this is the room. He does not like people in here. And I think I can flip the switch. I think the switch was back. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Whoa.
That just came off. didn't
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
it? That just fell off. It just came off.
Oh no.
There's another piece of computer.
Oh, wow. But that was the weirdest thing because all of a sudden it felt like it was getting heavier and heavier and it was.
And this is a room he doesn't like.
No, he hates people. But the weight of it shifted. It was like it was being pulled down. Like it was like several pounds had been added onto it, and it just, that was very interesting.
So, do we know what this room was? This is where the
This is, they don't know anything about this room.
Okay.
There's almost nothing known about it, except that this is the room that it defends and it chases people out and does whatever it can to get people out. Now, there's
I
no-
have, my energy on my phone has went down 10% since we've been in this basement.
Yes.
10%? And I have only taken one picture.
A lot of people will experience they're being touched, but they don't quite realize it. It's like walking through cobwebs, where you'll feel it going across your face.
You've been feeling that.
You did that. I felt it right here, though.
Okay. That's the physical.
It felt like it was
yes.
like you're being slapped or punched.
Yes.
And, yeah.
That's the first sensation of being physically touched. It feels like cobwebs that you're walking through. It's not cobwebs.
Feel the spider web?
Yes, on my face. I did.
There's no spider web across your face.
We are in the tunnel outside.
Yes, those feelings of the spider webs across your face, those are
Oh, yeah.
physical, you're being touched.
I just got
Yeah.
the spider web feeling again.
Mr. Boots, are you saying hello to my friend Sabrina?
Oh, she's in the castle. She's like the matron. She takes care of the girls. She's very protective of them. She's very stern. Like she's like, and I was telling Cindy that I was like, she's very stern. Like, no, you do your homework first, and then you can go play. That's kind of like, she puts the fist down. And but she's very protective of these girls.
Did you hear the boom?
Mm-hmm. She's very protective of these girls. She's very protective of these girls. She's very protective of these girls.
Who is Mr. Boots? Who is that man with the heavy footsteps?
I think he wants to know who you are, the gentleman to my left.
Could be.
That keeps, yeah, because he's like, who are you? Who are you?
Is he intimidated because he's a...
Because he's a male, and he's, a tall guy, and he knows that you were a soldier. He wants to know who you are.
Is he a U.S. soldier?
My name's Kevin.
I want to say yes.
Kevin, were you a soldier? Was she correct about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm no threat to you. You can come up.
He's all like, okay, it's just about the orders. I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Could he sense other soldiers down here?
That was me stepping, sorry. He obviously, he wanted to know who he was. So I'm thinking, yes, he can. Like, I guess he knows the, I don't know. I want to say the, this is going to sound weird. I know the type. That's kind of like, I just know the type. That's kind of like.
Because I'm also a veteran, so could he sense that?
It's quite possible. I don't know. We'd have to, I definitely would love to know.
Can you sense, is Mr. Boots a soldier?
I want to say yes on that one.
But my guess is Mr. Boots is not a German soldier. I think he's an American soldier, but there's no way of knowing because he doesn't give enough information.
He doesn't want to talk about it. Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I see people like being moved through here.
Why doesn't he want his name? He guards that. Most of them will give a name. I have yet to have anyone provide a name for him.
So, okay, I will, before I came here, I had dreams of a soldier. He was dressed in a green uniform, but he looked like he was wet. Like he was either sweating profusely or he was getting wet. And he was an officer of some type, not just a private or anything like that. It was like he was higher in status, so he would give orders. And he was the one that delegated the orders, especially when it was down here. I don't know what his name was at the time, but when we started asking questions and I started getting more information, I got either Henry or Harry Murray, and something Ennis, something with Ennis. Like, I don't know if it was Dennis or if the last name was Ennis or I just know it was an E. I don't know, but Ennis kept coming up. So I don't know if that's a start. I don't know, but those are the names that started coming through for me.
Why is he afraid to provide his own name?
Whenever you said that, the first words that came, not supposed to.
Yeah, typically if you are captured,
Not supposed to.
that's correct. You can provide your social security number. Sometimes you can provide your name and rank. Will he say his rank? Will he identify himself as enlisted or an officer?
That's me.
You know, like, why does she know so much? Why does she know so much? Well, because she was a soldier too, that's why. So do you want to treat her with some respect as well, please? Women can be soldiers too.
Not back then so much.
Not an officer, not an officer, not supposed to, not an officer. That's what
Well,
it
you know,
says.
historically also, if he was a prisoner of war, especially by the Japanese tended to treat prisoners of war, especially from the March of Bataan, very differently if they were officers. You could not eat if you did not work, but officers were not allowed to work, therefore they were not fed. Is that a potential experience that he had?
Okay, I don't know what this means. Maybe y'all can decipher that. Not enough time. Don't have the time to do it. Don't want to feed them. Let's just do it already. That's what I get. I don't know what that means. And they don't understand why they have to treat them like that. Like, why do we have to respect them if they're not gonna respect us?
He must mean the POWs then.
Yes.
Because he also probably knows that's not how our soldiers were treated when they were POWs.
Correct. That's what.
Because we upheld the Geneva Convention, they did not.
You heard that? You can come closer, it's okay. Nobody's going to hurt you here, I promise you. It's okay. You have respectable people down here, 2 respectable soldiers, it's okay. I don't know why there's a picture of him like saluting. I don't know what that means.